Hello guys, now we want to solve this problem and this is a simultaneous equation. Please, if you are just watching my video for the first time, please subscribe, and those of you that are returning subscribers or returning viewers rather, please just enjoy this video and thank you for watching my video. I'm privileged. God bless you. Thank you. Now we want to look at this question. And this question says x is about 1 over 4 plus y is about 1 over 5 equal to 5. And x is about 3 over 4 plus y is about 3 over 5 equal to 35. So find x and y. Now what we want to do is simply very easy. Now let's work with this and bring out something out from there. Let's call this one 1 and let's call this one equation 2. Now from these two equations, it appears that this one can be written in form of this. Let's go for equation 2 first. We can write this equation 2 as though we're writing it like this: 1 over 4 bracket 3 plus y raised by 1 over 5 all bracket 3 equal to 35. Remember that in indices a raised by n or bracket n is simply as what? A raised by what? M times n. That means power multiply power. So if you agree with me that way, therefore, is what we did. 3 times 1 over 4 is 3 over 4. Then 1 over 5 times 3 is 3 over 5. So this is what we want to have. Now, let's say, because of this equation is too complex, let us go for let's s is by 1 over 4 equal to p, and let y raised by 1 over 5 equal to q. Now why am I doing that? I want to do this because I want us to make this equation more simpler to look at. So what we want to have now is p plus q is equal to 5, equation 1, or let's say 3. Then p raised by 3, which is this one, plus q raised by what? 3 equal to what? 35. Let's go to my equation 4. Now, if that is the case, now we can solve these two simultaneously. Now it's more easy to look at now. But remember that we can break down p raised by 3 plus q raised by 3. Can actually break it down, which will now give us what? P plus q all raised by 3 will help us to get this something like to get the value for this. The value that will replace out, which is if you open up this one by expansion, we have pq plus 3p square q square or q plus, if you open this, give us what? 3 p q square plus q raised by 3. Now this one will now give us what? P cube plus q cube plus 3p cube into what? P plus q. How? What is common on both sides? 3. What is common here and also common here? P and q. If you remove that, 3pq removed from here will give us p. 3pq removed from here will give us q. Equal to what? P plus q all raised by 3. So when you move this one here, we are going to have that's what? P plus q raised by 3 minus 3pq into bracket p plus q is equal to p raised by 3 plus q raised by 3. So now, in place of p raised by 3 and q raised by 3, we replace, well, that with all this. So this one will now be what? Replace with what? P plus q all raised by 3 minus what? 3pq, p plus q equal to what? 35. Now, remember, but P from equation 1 or equation 3, P plus Q is equal to what? Is equal to 5. Is equal to 5 from 3. So we can now place this one and replace it with 5. That means in place of P plus Q, replace it with 5. So what we want to have now is we replace it with 5. So and if you do that, we are going to have it as what? 3 minus 3pq, we don't know what it is. Then 5 equal to what? 35. So 3 times this one will give us for 15pq minus this 125 equal to 35. So let's take this one there and bring this one in. So 125 minus 35 equal to 15pq. And if you take this to the other side, become to close the equal sign, become 15pq. Then bring this one here, 35. We have what? Minus 35. So this one goes 90 equal to 15pq. Therefore, pq equal to, divide both sides by 15. That means 90 divided by 15 will give us what? 6. Yes, 6. So pq equal to what? 6. Don't forget the question is x raised by 1 over 4 plus y raised by 1 over 5 equal to 5. Then x raised by 3 over 4 plus y raised by 3 over 5 equal to 35. That is the question. So we go ahead. So this one becomes what? P plus Q is equal to 35. Y what? PQ equal to 6. Now equal to 5 rather. Now let us make P solve the formula here from this one. Now this equation 3 that we wrote before, this is a new equation. Let's call it 5. So we now what? Have this. Take this one to the other side. We have P equal to 5 minus Q to give us equation 6. That means from 3. So in that case now, what we want to do now is to substitute this here in place of P. We have 5 minus Q into what? That means in place of P, then Q equal to what? 5, equal to 6. So this one now, well, this my times this will give us what? 5 times Q will give us 5Q. Q times Q minus what? Q squared equal to 6. So what do? Our advice is to take everything there. Let this one go to the other side so that we can have a positive degree, second degree function. So this one will be Q squared. Take this one to the other side minus 5Q plus 6 equal to 0. Please, if you are enjoying this video, please just subscribe. If you know you are enjoying it, please click the word notification button and subscribe. Let's continue. Now, this one will not be what? If you solve this one in a quadratic equation, we are going to have what? This times this will give us what? Q squared times 6 will give us what? 6Q squared. And remember that what? This 6Q squared can, what are the values that can give us 6? 3 times 2, 6 times 1. Those are the two possible values. And the only one that can give us minus 5 is 3 and 2. So I'll pick what? 3 and 2. Then attach minus here. So that when you add minus 3 plus minus 2, it was minus 5. So you have minus 3Q and minus 2Q. So we can replace this one with what? Q squared minus 3Q minus 2Q plus 6 equal to what? 0. These are the what? Things what we are going to have there. Now, I haven't done that now. What we want to have now is that we now solve it. We factorize. So if we factorize these two, we are going to have what? Q is common. From here, we are going to remember what? Q minus 3. And what is common there? 2Q is common here. Look at this. Minus 2Q is common. Then we are going to have minus 2 rather. It's common. Then we have, sorry for that. There is an angle q minus 2 equal to 0. So if we factorize this further, we will have q minus 3. What will remain here will be what? Q. What will remain here will be minus 2 equal to 0. So q will give us what? 3 and what? 2. That is the final answer. Q will give us 3 and 2. Now, for that Q. But that Q, we borrowed it. Don't forget. It is not our value. So, we know that P is equal to 5 minus Q. It's still there. So, when Q is equal to 3, our P will be equal to 5 minus 3. And that will be 2. So, when what? Q is equal to what? When Q equal to what? 2. What will be our what? P then becomes what? 5 minus 2. And we'll have 3. So in that case now, let's take what? Our x. Don't forget, our P is taken as s is power 1 over 4. And our Q was taken as what? S is power 1 over 5. If you remember vividly. So this was what we made P and Q when we started the solution. So Q and P are not originally the question. So because some of us we might not think, okay, we have not ended the solution because we have not ended the solution because of the P and Q are not originally in the question. We only use it to reduce the ambiguity of the question. So that we can have 2 when P was what? 2. Q was 3. So 2 equal S is power 1 over 4. If you take power of 4 on both sides, take power of 4 on both sides to eliminate this one, what do you have? S will be equal to what? 16. That is when, then that was when the Q equal to 3. So if you take that, this is 1 over 5. If you take fifth power of what? Of both sides. Fifth power of both sides. Therefore, y will not be equal to, sorry, this one was y. Y, sorry, y, not x. So, y will not be equal to what? If you take fifth power of both sides, y will be equal to what? 2, 4, what? 3. Because 3 raised to power what? 5 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 81, times 3 243. So that means we have gotten our first answer for s comma y as what? 16 comma what? 243. Now the second one for y and x is when x is equal to what? When s is equal to what? P is equal to 3. P equal to 3 and 3 equal to what? S is by 1 over 4 and Q equal to what? 2. Equal to Y is by 1 over 2. Q equal to 2. Then what do you have? You take fourth power of both sides. So that means X will now be equal to what? 2. That means 81. Don't forget that 3 into 4 is 81. Then what is what? This one, 1 over 5. Y raised by 1 over 5 now will be what? The fifth power of that. Don't forget y raised by 1 over 5 is equal to Q. Is equal to Q. So we are looking, Q is what? 2. When P is 3. So that is for the second case now. So we're going to have one fifth power of this one now to eliminate this power. Your power multiply power with what? This one will cancel that. So I would have y equal to what? 32. Why? Because what? Fifth power of what? Of 2 is 32. So in that case, our x is what? 81. Y is what? 32. So final answer, s comma y is equal to what? 16 comma 243. Then 81 comma what? 32. So these are the two final answer for that. That means you are going to have two possible answer for X and two possible answer for Y. Thank you for watching. God bless you.